Now that we have a solid understanding of generative AI, let's take a look at the best practices to optimize your interaction with these tools. In this video, we'll cover essential tips to help you achieve your goals more efficiently. And let's start by discussing the importance of being specific with your AI prompts. So the very first tip and best practice that I have is around being specific. Uh, Being specific helps clear up any ambiguity about what your goals, your intentions are. It helps tailor your prompts with specific details to help guide your AI towards whatever your expected outcome is. You want to include any of the relevant details, any of the context, your desired format, the optimal length. These are all details that's just going to help give you a better response. And the key to this is balance. You don't want to overwhelm the AI. By providing enough guidance without overwhelming the AI, this helps maintain its focus and continue to get to your desired result. The first demo that I'm going to go over is writing a professional bio. And with this, I'm going to use a prompt that says this. So it says, write a professional bio for a digital content strategist named Alex Rivera, based in San Francisco. Alex has over a decade of experience in digital marketing with a focus on leveraging AI in content creation. Include their role in pioneering AI driven campaigns and keynote speaking at tech conferences. This bio should be 200 words long, engaging, and highlight Alex's contributions to the AI and marketing fields. This has it all. So it's very, very specific in what it's asking the AI to do. You're giving it a persona of the digital content strategist named Alex Rivera. You're even giving it a name. You're also seeing where they're based, what their experience is, and what field it is in, what they're known for. And you also tell it how long you want it to be. Now, quick note on length. While you can ask for a bio to be 200 words long, like it is here, long story short, AI is not good at doing exacts. So if you ask for something that is 200 words long, 50 characters long, it's not going to get it right. Just from the nature of how these algorithms work, it can give you a roundabout and it can give it context about how long you want it to be, but don't ever expect exact lengths. So here it's given us everything. It's given us, a nice intro. It's giving me this kind of bio that I can use. So imagine I'm an outbound user and I've created this prompt for a bio for a digital content strategist named Alex, and I want to create a marketing email for them. And now I can go in here and I can paste a second prompt that's also specific. Craft a 150-word marketing email for a webinar on the future of AI in communications, targeting digital content strategists like Alex Rivera. Emphasize how this webinar will provide actionable AI strategies and insights into the latest AI trends. Include a call to action inviting recipients to register, highlighting the limited seats available. So here you're giving it the specifics of how long you want this to be, 150 word marketing, remembering that it's not going to be exactly 150 words. You give it a title. You say who you're targeting this for. So how does it know who Alex Rivera is or the digital content strategist? Well, this is a little trick about AI, is that every single time in this chat thread, it knows to some degree of what was said before it. Now, when you start getting into very long threads in these, it can sometimes get confused. So it's one thing to watch out for. But because I defined the professional bio first, and then I said, write the email, it not only used the specifics that I put into my prompt for writing the email, but it also takes into account all the specifics that it created based off of what we asked it to do in a previous prompt. So this is a way that you can do prompt chaining to help the AI help you be more specific. So best practice number two is providing context. We just saw how by providing just a little bit of context in the persona and maybe a title and what you're wanting to do, that is context. And this context really helps sharpen the AI's focus, and it's going to lead to precise, insightful responses. It also helps it to contextualize the data. So when you're asking it specifics about what you're trying to do in the instructions, giving it tons of context about who you are, your organization, really helps to define how it should respond in those situations. And also, by providing context, it can also help you give it updated information. As we learned from our previous videos, these AI models are trained at a specific point in time. So by providing it additional context, it helps us to get relevant and up-to-date responses. So, how do you provide context? Well, there's a couple of different ways that we can provide context. And for the very first example, I'm going to use a simple just copy and paste method. I use this method all the time still, where I'll go on a website and grab a piece of content that I want summarized, and then I will use this particular prompt to summarize it. So let's go through that exercise now. So here I have an article on Reagan about career advice, how I got here. GQ's Katie Philo, sorry if I mispronounced the name, breaks down organizational silos ahead as head of social. So there's a lot of really great information in here, and perhaps I want to read it, or maybe I just want to, just summarize this. So let's go ahead and use this in ChatGPT, where I can go ahead and copy over this, and I'm going to replace this content with the article. Now, you may notice these little towns around this. This is just so that you can separate when you're creating prompts like this, what your instructions are and what the context of what you're wanting to summarize. So here it's giving me a summary of the key points and it's giving me a bulleted point list of the actionable insights. Now, let's go into Anthropic and see what happens when we do the same thing. Well, when I go in here and I paste this same prompt template, when I paste it, you'll notice that it actually pasted it and attached it as a summary. And if we put this here, this is a little bit better of a UI in my opinion, where instead of having this giant block of text up here like we did with ChatGPT, it created this document that then it created a different summary. And as you notice here, the summary and the way that it broke it down is completely different. This is why trying out different AI models is so important in your AI journey because you may find that one model suits your writing style better than another. So it's very important to experiment with these as we are today. So as you can see here, it's given me some bullet points on social media management today, and it kind of bucket this into achieving success on on social media, the mindset and time management, and some actionable insights. So that brings us to our next exercise. What if we have more information than what we can really copy and paste? What if it's an entire PDF, for instance? Well, tools like Claude, Anthropic, and ChatGPT also allow you to upload files. So let's see how that works. So for this example, I'm going to go back to ChatGPT and I'm going to paste in my prompt. Provide a concise summary of this document highlighting the main trends, conclusions, and recommendations for content strategists. I want to know how I can talk about this to users. I could probably be more specific here, but really I just want the concise summary. So I'm going to go ahead and drop my PDF here, and you can see now that it's reading the document and it knows that it's the blueprint for an AI Bill of Rights, and it's going through here and creating a bullet point list of the things that I asked for, which was the main trends, the key conclusions, and some of the recommendations for content strategists. So, for instance, here, promote transparency. Content strategists should advocate for transparent practices in AI development and deployment, which I fully support. This includes clear documentation of our AI systems design, operation, and impact the assessments to foster trust and accountability. So, as you can see here, this is taking a document and helping me to refine my content marketing strategy based off this summary. So let's take that same document and upload it to Claude and see what happens. Oh, and as you can see here, you may not upload files larger than 10 megabytes. And this one's just a little over it. Once again, this is important to understand the limitations of each tool as you're evaluating them and specific to your use case. If you're going to be using this to summarize and get information for PDFs, maybe this is a limitation you want to know in your evaluation process. So in this video, we uncovered two essential best practices to help you interact more effectively with AI tools. From being specific in your prompts to providing detailed context, these strategies will enhance your AI-driven projects. And in our next video, we'll dive deeper into more advanced best practices and refine your AI interactions even further.